live. Livy live. Livy live. Livy live. Livy live. We're live. Yippee. I like being live. We're gonna see darkness at first of this, and so I'm not gonna be holding my phone the entire time. Yay! The entire time. Okay, God, I haven't done one of these in a long time, except for like that time Aqua dared me to. But this one's not dared. This is just me going live. Why is there a hair on announcer? Get that off. Be live. No one's gonna come. Why? No reason. They're just not coming. I could set up a dog stream. The Scruffy 3 minutes straight. Great. The stream before TADC, and it's just my dog. Well, everyone, hello, people. I am doing something. Putting my thing up, turning the camera around. I'm attaching it to my tripod. Why? Because dog. There he is. You look after him. Okay, I came back. People's here. People are here. Yeah, I was washing my teeth. I was brushing my teeth, not washing my teeth. Brushing. Yeah, that's why I was gone for so long. I hate to stream before TADC because today I'm going to go see TADC at 4. It is currently 12:59. And we're gonna go around 2:50 to 3:10. Give ourselves some leeway with our TADC. Oh yeah, BFPR comes up today. BFPR 6. And at the Colorado Hangout, if you've seen all of the things for Colorado saying who's gonna be there, this guy, it has a film in the film fest. You might be wondering, what the fuck are you talking about? What do you mean by a film in the film fest at the Colorado Hangout? Well, I submitted BFYF to be on the big screen, along with an ending that's already been seen, but it will still, connect easily. As in the episode that the clip was seen in, it was very unsure of what was happening in it. But this new version of BFYF with this clip in it should have some context between BFYF and this other show. BFYF and BFMK. Yeah, they'll be on the big screen. I don't know if they're doing a stream for Colorado Hangout, so I don't expect it to be on the big screen on a stream. I always text them whenever the alarm goes off. This. I gotta. I asked in the BFPOR server if someone could record my film, or else I'll poof in the dust and I'll die. I'll explode into dust. A reaction, B reaction. Not a reaction. B reaction to my film. If not, I'll poof in the dust. Don't mind me, I'm fun. I'm like holding Withered Bonnie. Or Ignited Bonnie. I wonder what that other show is. BFDIE compilation just came out. What just happened? I'm gonna have Withered Bonnie or Ignited Bonnie. I made him Ignited Bonnie because it's cool and they're very cool around here. But yeah, a thing I made was in N64 Dude's new video. I posted about it. It was on a screen, not on a big screen, but it was a screen. By popular demand, we are adding another showtime at NYC for BFDI and II 2026 tour. Spots are limited. They added another one. He flew away. I do kind of wish Colorado had a stream so I could watch the reaction live, but that's fine. Few complicated. Is that like on Jack and Joe feed? What the fuck? Tiny dog. Hi, bye, Wither Bunny. Hi, bye, Mr. Krabs. Jork and Jellyfeed. Hello, I see you. Hi. BFDIE elsewhere, all episodes. BFDIE elsewhere, did I just say that? Get the Fern plushie! The Fern plush is out! How do you look? Oh, you look amazing. You're printed, but you look amazing. I put 2 E's. Fern. The Fern plushie's out. I don't like how I guess that's the only way they could have done it. I don't like how the little stem in the middle is printed, but I mean the face goes over that, so I guess I get it. But you know, it doesn't look that good. It's mostly just. But you know what? That's fine. Fern is here. Fern is alive. We're alive. Fern. Plush news. Fern plushie. Was there an ad in the video? I gotta see. Cool. Fuck. Battle for Dream Island elsewhere. If there's another one, there's an elsewhere. This desk is not living up to its standing. I don't care for your ads. I don't care. Go away. I don't care. So an ad at the very end. Yes, there it is. Elsewhere. Get the Fern plush right now. The Fern plush, now available on Jack and Jill. I almost said objectshow.com. Not available on objectshow.com because we decided to move again. Pine tree. Shut up.
This is 30 minutes of funny cat videos.
Ow.
If you like to fake feed this cat, hello, sir. Sir, can I help you?
Sometimes I gotta remember that this is a Jazzmere thing. Because, like, I took off Withered Bonnie's head just to look at it. And I don't get that they decided that this was the proper way of doing it. This is the front face panel, and this is the back. And the ears click in, and they don't move. They just stick straight up. So I don't know.
Who knew drinking water was so difficult? I think he's hungry.
The cat might be hungry.
I wish I had a handsome little guy. Wait, I wish I had a handsome little guy who come give. I wish I had a handsome little guy who come give me a kiss.
The door is open. You don't have to do this. It's open.
She's got a lot to say. had an idea, but not a good one.
Please
So
don't.
can someone just record the entire thing on a 4K Ultra HD camera?
He's training his cat to be a hole punch.
BFYF BBF DIY BFF PP doo doo doo.
Reggie, get look at him.
New emoji, no dingo, no.
Reggie, you're already
Curse you, dingo.
out the sugar. That is so hard for
Curse you, dingo, for making the cool emoji.
Oh my god. Please, please, please don't do that. Come here. Come here. You can go out the same way you put him in. Okay. Oh my gosh.
No.
Get the cat out of the coffee. Get the cat out of the coffee. The cat's trying to get in your coffee. The cat spilled your coffee. So this is the dog. It's a dog. I don't know if you guys knew that.
Can you make
But it's a dog. So I didn't know you guys knew that. So you know,
So making mac and cheese
Dog.
right now, and Hobbs is really look at that. He wants some.
Guys, am I stupid or does my cat have a really long whisker? I just noticed this. But look at this. Do you see this?
it's a
Why is it
whisker.
What do I do?
A long whisker. See, I'm gonna go to the TADC screening with the 4K Ultra HD camera, also known as a big camera. Dog. Hey, scrub ice. The cats are wanting in. Let me in. Let me in.
Yeah, hardcore. Yes.
Hardcore.
Michael's depressed because he wanted cuddles and Brandon left, so he's gonna do this for a while.
His looks as
Who's
a-
excited for the Fern plushie? Who was? It looks so out of place. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Fern plushie is finally here to round out our BFPAE final three. He has been training in preparation for this very moment. As they say, slow and steady wins the race. Did you know that the name of our final three start with the letter F? Cool. Don't delay. Buy today.
She doesn't appreciate her owner's own.
3 of the 4 winners start with the letter F. Yes, flower, fiery fern, and then there's book just there. The book's just there. I mean, the plush looks good. It's just that it looks so out of place.
Can I just get my key?
I think he wants to come in.
Let the cat in. Let the cat in. Let the cat in. Let the cat in. Let the cat in. The cat wants in. Look
I
at
wasn't
her.
expecting the weather to be like this. They couldn't find their cat.
The cat delayed it so much. Like, why you get scared of one thing and then you proceed to destroy the kitchen?
They couldn't find.
Couldn't do any more. Couldn't, like, I dropped one thing. I'm scared. I can run this way, away from the invisible force field. Now I'm gonna run towards the invisible force field. It's also known as a window, and keep running into shit and locking that over, making a bigger mess than what I could have done if I just ran away the first time. All winners should have start with their names. All winners should have their names start with an F. Yes. Fuck. Yeah, we did it, guys. Fuck. Book is no longer a book. They're fuck. Get in the box. There's another cat in the box! The cat has a middle finger for a tail.
The cat's attacking itself. No. Oh no, it's attacking. Ah! Moon's big and juicy Moony.
That's not a bunny. That's a weird looking Bonnie. Just
She doesn't like to feel
I said
like
that's
that.
not a bunny, Bonnie. But with their Bonnie squirrels. Freaky cat. Oh no, Dingo. Yeah, show that. Show another moderator. Just handle this. What are you talking about? What are these cats talking about?
They just couldn't help themselves.
The cat took a bite. He's a little bit of sugar powder on his face.
I see why they call a cat like reflexes.
The cat did it. It's friendly fire. Friendly fire, cat. Friendly fire. Oh no. And it took everything with it.
His cat spent ages trying to get out of the cone.
Please finish that dog. I'll laugh so hard. He did it! He did it! He just put the
Hotels.com
Good
introduced
big-
Save Your Way. Choose how you save. Take
Wow.
instant savings now or bank as rewards for a future.
I'm just watching cat videos and you guys can't see it. You guys gotta deal with the dogs. The
He
dog.
likes to stay clean.
It's a little more on the top.
Bro, try no. He's hungry.
Kathy, oh, look at that water. She's like, oh, okay, I'll drink this. This is nice. That's cool. But you put a lot of water on.
The cat freaks out. Like that cat.
Is your paw hurt? What happened? Oh, is it hurt, Sam? Sam, do you need whipped cream for your paw?
How do you use it?
The cat needs whipped cream for their paw. Why? Because the whipped cream is the magical medicine. Damn it!
What happened to your paw?
Did it hurt?
Oh, it was hurt. Yeah? How's that? Shit, other people, you're just a big faker.
We have to cut down on the cat's fluff.
Oh, it's really small. That's what's going on.
Sorry.
It's really small. Uh-oh. Fat ass. Ah. Return to sender. Return to what the fuck? The cat's climbing the tree.
You having fun?
Oh no. Believe me, the cat's climbing the tree.
Juice is stuck. She's your sister, my guy. Your tooth is stuck.
We're
Their
taking
manager is
everything.
going to be furious.
Please use other window. Oh, he's slacking. He's slacking on the job. Move away from my chicken sandwich. Away from my chicken sandwich. Away from my... I gotta remove the chicken sandwich from the equation. They keep coming to the chicken sandwich. Dingo! The chicken sandwich!
How did an animal get in the car? Did you steal that from Petco again? No.
This couple were trying to
Okay.
record a romantic video, but this random cat had other ideas.
Here they come. Here they come. Here comes the cat. Chicken sandwich. Cat.
Turkey sandwich.
Again. They're breaking in. The cats are breaking in. You hungry, cat?
Maybe you should go into the kitchen and get something for yourself to eat then.
The cat is hungry. He needs the food.
Here comes the cat. To ruin your day.
I think they're a little jealous.
Yeah. Cat. Other cats. 3 cats.
I don't know what they're dreaming about, but I know it tastes good.
You're dreaming about something. Turkey sandwich. How are there 5 people? 5 people and no one's talking. I love my crew. Well, oh, excuse me. Well, I'm not doing much, am I?
I hate you so much. No. I
What the
hate you
cat
so. I hate you so much. No.
The cat makes chaos.
Just like your live streams. Oh boy. Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Lego. Lego my ego. Lego.
This may be the last ad you ever see.
I
Visit
don't
the
care.
ad block extension
I want to
and
watch Cat.
you can say goodbye to ads on sites like
I get so many like politic ads now, and I hate it. Fucking. Here, I'll just. There, you guys get to see the cats too. I'll let you guys watch with me the cats. Give the cat the food. Give the cat the food. Give the cat the food. Give food. Uh-oh. Banana.
She's a master of gymnastics.
You what? I didn't know. Oh, yeah, Here comes the cat.
He just found out he's going to the vet.
What? No, I'm not.
Basil, Basil, Basil. No, no. Basil.
Ah. Hi.
He couldn't believe it.
A million people have seen you. I know.
He can't believe it. He can't believe it. Give me a sec, I don't look at the cats.
He should probably read the manual.
A lot of cats. If the live stream doesn't work.
It's your hands. Look at your hands.
Oh, right, hang on. June 6th. It's tickets now. Okay. So, let me do a little thing. I have a schedule for the film fest, which is, I believe, public as well. And on this schedule is BFYF. BFYF1 pilot. Draw Me for Your Freedom. By me, Orange Pen. At around 2:29, BFYF will be shown on the big screen.
To play with is the humidifier.
And I believe there is going to be a live stream, but if not, it'll also be recorded. Look at this tone. People really like Black from the Among Us show. Why do you fucking think Black is a cool character? And I like Black. I watched the entire Among Us show yesterday, so I I enjoyed it. That was a pretty good show. I hope there is a season 2. I'm betting that it's just gonna be a season 1 and that's it, and they're not doing another. But if there is a season 2, I hope that there is like more like ships and everything. I would love to see the airship from Henry Stickmin. I mean, Henry Stickmin was in one of the episodes. Alien, and they like to kill, and they look like this. Okay, it'll go object outtakes, the object show 2, Toronto, object forgot a long way up, and then BFYF. Then they end the night with BFPOR 6, the meanliest thing ever. I mean, it's on premiere right now, so yeah. It's also there's intermission at 3. So they give us a lot of stuff. Green Ice Cube 5, wow. Open object shell. Any other things? Where is all the people, everything that's there. So Delango, Tyler Lance, Mars, Spartan, Cascade Collection, Dan the Minifig, and do all that at the bottom. So they're after the intermission. The main people there are having an intermission thing. So at most, I will post on this channel the reaction to BFYF, and I'll edit it together so you can hear the audio of everyone reacting to it, and as well as the HD video. I'll post the HD quality video of BFYF and the ending bit and the reaction on it, basically. Like those funny videos people do for BFDI episodes. Yeah, it'll be HD video of the thing with the audio of the reaction. And I'll post a link to the actual HD video, I think, in the description of the HD audio and video, so you guys have that. Maybe I might do it, but I'll definitely post a video of the HD video on, not on the big screen, but in there. Maybe I'll do a mini cam in like the center or something, not the center, on the side where it's the actual recording of the episode. Or maybe I'll post that separately or something. I don't know. I'll try and figure something out. Maybe I'll just post the reaction. Just raw reaction of the video, but if the stream doesn't work out, I'll post it. If the stream doesn't work. But if it does work, I will post the stream video. I'll ask for the stream video and I'll cut it up to have just BFYF, and I'll post that. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure out a way to have BFYF's my official non-working for people theater appearance, BFYF. I grew a lot with BFYF. Of course, BFDI Dumb Ways to Die beat that. BFDI Dumb Ways to Die being my first million video. Million views. But of course, BFYF is always going to be the project I'll never get back to. It'll probably stay where it is for my channel. My channel exclusively BFYF will stay where it is as a dead show I did at one point that got popular, and I'll never come back to it. But for someone else's channel, they're in the chat. He's the only one here, I bet. But for someone else's channel, it'll grow and grow and grow from there. And it'll probably have some voices of new people in there. Oh, wait, I just hit the jackpot. Hey, I just hit the jackpot.
there will be a live stream on the Whoop-Doo channel.
Moontraps.
Okay. On Whoop-Doo's tweet, they said if all goes according to plan, the film festival will be live streamed on the Whoop-Doo channel. So if you want to see if the live stream works, if you want to see all the films, including BFYF and BFPOR, it will be streamed. And go to the Whoop-Doo channel to see it. I will retweet this. I have no idea how to promote it, so I have this image. I'm expecting a sneeze, but I'm not sneezing. Blech. I don't know why. I just like the fucking. Blech. So that video of the kid that stitched together the thing, he's like on the fucking toilet, and those two, like the other videos of the two guys walking into the room, and the kid's like, I don't know why he did that. Why you do that?
Excuse me, sir. They must be someone you confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I go to church on Sunday. Truly, usually more. Screaming at the angels as they push me into the door. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I go to church on Sunday. Truly, usually more. Screaming at the demons while they pushed him to the door. I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Toole.
Holy moly! Would you look at the damn shape of that woman right there?
I'm not taking my sneakers off. I am Sneakers O'Moon.
Ты что делаешь? Дурак, что ли?
Cheeks exploded.
Why did it? Why did it hide that?
Take those sneakers.
Take those sneakers off.
No! Abandon the gun set. Let's switch it into reset. A base without an exit. Is there really no getting up? This is the type of shit I be listening to. Where's Baldo?
You got it. Fantastic. Welcome to all these basics. You see, you hide. Come here and get your prize. You think you're smarter than me. Beat my game to use your brain. Press OK once you're right. Now it's favorite time. Math, 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 math. Get out while you still can. Math, 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 math. Get out while you still can.
No!
Oh, let him go. We'll never catch him. Not in these shoes.
I didn't take my sneakers off. I'm still Sneakers O'Toole. Or Sneakers O'Moon. Fuck! Hi. Welcome to Baldi's Basics. This is what the internet has evolved to.
Fuck your soldier.
No, not my soldier!
Fuck your soldier.
No, not my soldier! I love that video. No, not my soldier!
That's my fucking location.
I love the video. That's my fucking location. Must be someone you confused me for. If I can see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I go to church on Sunday, truly usually more. Screaming at the TLC where Charlie will be stored. Excuse me, sir, could I see someone who confused me for? If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I go to church on Sunday, truly usually more. Screaming in the TLC where Charlie will be stored. We're ready for the big gay. We got to be ready for the special gay. Celebration for the less gay. Ties and waist and shoes. The rappers about to choose. We're ready for the big gay. We're gonna be ready for the special gay. I didn't do that at the end.
I've been lying to you all.
My name is not Steve. It's Brian. And I'm no hero. Yeah, hero, bro. Shut the fuck down!
I've been lying to you.
Vicious dog.
I bet
You can do any better than that place. Is that a challenge? A challenge to win? Is that a challenge? A challenge to win? I didn't even say my name and I appear. No one said your name, buddy. Hero. No one said it yet.
Never broken up with makes
We
me
feel like the bad guy just for being direct.
Took the liberty of grabbing an extra pudding cup for my pudding.
You're boring. You're fucking boring, principal. And the only thing keeping us together is inertia. And I feel more attachment to this disposable fork than I do to you.
I had to listen to that a lot to get that done. Hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, hot dog, Hot dog. I have so many hot dogs.
Right. He was breathless. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I'd go to church on Sunday. Surely usually more. Screaming in the evenings when they pushed him through the door. Excuse me, sir. There must be someone you confused me for. If I could see someone who knew me or someone in uniform, I'd go to church on Sunday. Surely usually more. Screaming at the angels while they pushed him through the door.
Flannery, Boner Skin of Suzuki Island O'Hare was a lot of things to me.
But
But right now I'm hungry. And I think what I need right now is a snack.
$10. Good. Yeah. There's $10,000. Here. I was subtract 10,000 from 10,000. 8 fucking stupid calculator. I love that video. 8 fucking stupid calculator. I just got fired from my job today. Oh, look inside. Ooh, I'm going. Oh no, they're taking me away. No, my way.
Gucci on. I could wear my Louis Vuitton.
Beautiful voice. Hey, Dingo liked it. Guys, I have no plans. I gotta go. I gotta go in like an hour. Who's the other me? Oh my god!
Oh my flippin' ugh.
No way!
Dude, who's gonna tell us?
Oh my god!
And Doug's singing at the way.
Dude, you're married to the Hummer
Dance, you fat fool. So, in Doug's Tomodachi life, I'm married to the Hummer guy.
Oh my flippin' ugh. Dude, who's gonna tell us?
I'm saying that to my girlfriend now. Dude, I'm married to the Hummer guy. that's funny. That's funny right there.
Hi there. What? Oh,
Hold
hi there. What?
Baldy's dead, apparently. Died.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be cool. Hey, Dingo.
Dingo, say something real quick.
I just gotta know if you're still here, buddy. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. That's not Scooby-Doo. It's Chocolate Rain. But it was Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo.
Fortnite runners. I heard Digital Circus is being
So
added to
crunchy.
Fortnite.
One train for the world.
Snack time's easiest to guess.
Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, 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 Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Dooby-Doo.
Is this what our life has become? Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo, Scooby Doo, 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 Doo. Did I hear what you say?
Bruh. Fucking Orange is married to the Hummer guy.
Dude, this animal is so
This guy just
fucking
said-
funny.
And I can watch Madagascar while I'm marrying him.
Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo.
Meet you gas station. This is what brings my brain down to its neuron activation.
Mutiny, gas station. What are we getting for dinner? Sushi, of course. Uh-oh, there's a roofie inside of our gas station. Sushi. We black out and wake up in a sewer. We're surrounded by fish. Horny fish. You know what that means? Fish. The stench draws in a bear. What do we do? We're gonna fight it. Bear fight, bare-handed, bare naked. Oh yes, please. We befriend the bear after we beat it in a brawl. Then we ride into a Chuck E. Cheese. Dance revolution. Revolution? Overthrow the government? I think so. Next thing you know, I'm reincarnated as Jesus Christ. Then I turn into a jet, flying into the sun, black out again, wake up, do a bum, white out, which I didn't know you could do. Then I smoked a joint, grained out, then I turned into the sun. Uh-oh, looks like the meth is kicking in.
Hi, Baldy. That's the Moss creator.
Baldy, when you shake his bag of Baldy flakes.
Oh.
You shot fire up his ass.
I don't understand the red cards.
Think of cards in football as the opposite to your Sapphire Reserve card. They penalise, this rewards. Like how you've just earned 3 times the points on dining.
Thank you.
As fire chief, it's my job to help improve my community. That's why I earned my degree.
Dilly. Nothing's allowed to stay the same. Years and years of game ends today. Dreams come true for the final 2. The game's truly ending. For those who have been giving up, it's time to start the very last game. And stay. Stay.
In this video, I'm going to be going over all of Five Nights at Freddy's unused or cut content. I've done something similar before just with Poppy Playtime, but the difference is in that video I went over only 6 games, and in this video I'm going over 14. And not only am I doing all the games,
It's
I'm also
time to die.
games. So things like scrapped characters, plots, scenes, and way more. So I hope you enjoy. Subscribe.
FNAF 1.
For the first ever FNAF game, a lot of its cut content comes from the trailer. On June 14th, 2014, Scott Cawthon posted on his YouTube channel.
I'll turn this.
This video was a 30-second trailer for the game, which would release later.
Freddy Fazbear.
But some things in the trailer never actually made it into the final game. One of those being this camera shot showing Freddy, Bonnie, and Chica staring directly into the camera. Out of the many camera shots that are in FNAF 1, this is not one of them, and for whatever reason, it only showed up in the trailer. There's also this trailer shot, which reveals a deleted mechanic for the game. It shows a super dark West Hall, and then it lets the player turn on a light to show Bonnie getting closer to the office. In the final game, you can't turn the lights on and off in the halls, so this mechanic was either scrapped or was just always meant for the trailer. There's also 2 scenes in the trailer that show Bonnie moving around, which he never does in the game unless you get jump scared. The first one shows him running down one of the hallways, but in the final game it's Foxy who does this. Then there's this scene which shows Bonnie taking off his mask and revealing a scrapped endoskeleton design underneath. This one just has red dots for eyes and sharp metal teeth, and honestly this is way more threatening and scary compared to the final design, which has human-like eyes and teeth. Everybody knows that the animatronics we face in FNAF 1 are Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, but in an interview with the creator of the game, Scott Cawthon, we found out that Foxy wasn't always supposed to be a fox. He said that when making the game, he had to think of what animal the 4th character would be, and before deciding on a fox, he had a couple more ideas.
I mean, one of the contenders was a fox, obviously, which ended up winning. The other one was a wolf. Another one was going to be a beaver.
Another scrapped mechanic for FNAF 1 comes from the first ever FNAF gameplay video uploaded by Scott Cawthon. In the beginning of the video, when he hits continue on night 5, you see this black stick figure on the screen.
I knew it. I know my unused.
A lot of people theorize that this was a scrapped lives mechanic, where maybe you could only die a certain amount of times before being sent all the way back to night 1. In the game's files, there's also a piece of text that says lives, and I'm honestly glad that this was scrapped because it would have made the game so much harder to beat. There's also this scrapped version of the map. In the final game, the map is just a basic map with squares and rectangles supposed to represent the shape of the pizzeria. But originally, on the map were these little camera icons, and whichever one you clicked on would glow green. This feature doesn't really help the player at all in the game, so I can see why it was scrapped. But because FNAF 1 is such a short game, taking only an hour to beat all the nights if you don't die, there's not a ton of cut content for me to go over for this section.
It takes an hour to beat FNAF 1. I just really hate you if you keep dying.
That's just the way you
Who are you? I don't know who you are. Get out. Who are you people?
As a veteran, I taught my skills from the service.
Huh?
To start off for FNAF 2,
FNAF
there was
2.
originally a possibility that Toy Chica could be in your office. In the second FNAF game, when an animatronic reaches you, you can put on a Freddy mask which makes them go away. And we get a short animation of one of the characters inspecting you with the lights flickering and then leaving you alone. And in the final game, Toy Chica doesn't have one of these animations, but originally she did. In the files for FNAF 2, there's a code that says Chica look at you. In Ultimate Custom Night, Toy Chica actually did have an animation like this, which could have possibly been reused from FNAF 2 because it was scrapped. One of the main mechanics in FNAF 2 is the music box. You need to constantly be winding up the music box, and there's a timer on it. And if you're not constantly winding it up, the timer will hit 0, and the puppet will jump out of it. The puppet only appears in the game when you get jump scared. It doesn't move around on the cameras like all.
Can I just say, that whenever FNAF was really popular, and then FNAF 2 came out, that was like crazy time. I remember waiting for FNAF 3 to come out, and I legit was like getting out of like my mom's van. And then the FNAF 3 demo came out, and I was really fucking happy. But I legit, FNAF 3 is such an unscary game to me now. It is fun. I love it. It can be scary at times. But back then, I was terrified of it. I was scared of Springtrap. Like, I had to have someone else play it. Oh, FNAF 4. It is 2. Which means I have how much time do I have left for I have to go? 2:50 at 50 minutes. Let's see if we can watch this video. That's 32 minutes. It'll cut down the time a lot.
Of the other animatronics, and it never shows up in your office. At least that's how it is in the final game. In the files, some people noticed that there was a code that said puppet in office, and this PNG of the puppet attached to strings. Because the whole music box mechanic wasn't in the game at this point, it is possible that the puppet was supposed to do something completely different to you in the game. Maybe it would have been like the Shadow animatronics or Golden Freddy that only appear if you get really lucky, or he would have just been like the other animatronics that you have to watch on the cameras. Going back to Toy Chica for a second, in early versions of the game, there was a chance you could appear in Party Room 4, but this was later scrapped. Then we have the toxicity meter. Like I said, you can put on the Freddy head that makes the animatronics leave you alone, and you can leave it on for as long as you want. But things like Foxy and the puppet stop you from just wearing it the whole time. But originally, if you left the mask on too long, your toxicity level would go up, and it will most likely kill you if you let it get too high. But that whole system of the toxicity meter was scrapped, and here's what Scott had to say about it.
The toxic meter.
Yeah.
But I don't know, that didn't really seem to fit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it just didn't make quite as much sense.
The next piece of scrap content also comes from the game's files. Some people spotted this image, which in the files is referred to as Mike, and the photo itself looks like part of a human skull face. These being the teeth, and this being one of the eyes, and this being the nose, if you couldn't tell. We were never told exactly what this was meant for, but that didn't stop the fan base from theorizing. In FNAF 1, the character we play as is named Mike, but in FNAF 2, we play as a different character named Jeremy. And if you remember, the name of this photo in the files is Mike. So maybe
you literally just talked about it.
Where Jeremy was going to hallucinate.
What time do you see the movie? I see Digital Circus at 4. I'm going early. I'm trying to go early though. I'm trying to go like an hour early. And my friends, we're trying to go an hour early. I remember. We're gonna try and go an hour beforehand. I just hope I have enough money to get some treats because I want to get the bucket. If they have the popcorn bucket and the cup. If they just have the bucket, I'm getting the bucket. I'm gonna wear the bucket like the TF2 soldier with his helmet. I'm gonna be wearing that shit.
And in FNAF 1, if you die, you actually see Mike's eyes popping out from under the Freddy suits. Now, I know in the official lore for FNAF, Mike Schmidt is a fake name, and we're playing as Michael Afton in FNAF 1 and part of FNAF 2. But this was early on in the series when there was barely any story, so Mike and Jeremy being two different people was what most people thought was canon at the time. And if we're being honest,
yeah, we go at 4 and it's 2 right now.
Again, we never found out exactly what this image was for. This is just a theory that I think is pretty believable. Something else found in the files was the same scrapped lives mechanic from FNAF 1. So I guess it got left out of both games. Moving on, we have some scrap designs for Withered Foxy and Mango. In one of the earliest teasers for FNAF 2, we saw this version of Mango, which looks to be fixed and has a hook on one of its hands. And this is very different to the final design in the game, which is just a mesh of robot limbs and a pink Foxy head, and most notably, no hook. Then we have this version of Foxy with almost completely black eyes and just a white dot in the middle. But that's all for FNAF 2. Let's move on.
Not really a scrap design for Foxy. It was just FNAF 1 Foxy with the dark eyes.
To start, the lives mechanic was scrapped once again. There's a piece of text in the files that says 7th Night, revealing that at one point FNAF 3 was going to have a secret 7th Night, but it was later scrapped. There's this cut party table from one of the 8-bit minigames, some leftover puppet models. There's also a button in the files which says Seal Vent. You can actually seal events in FNAF 3, but not from hitting the button. You just have to double-click the vent you want to seal. But originally, there was a dedicated button for closing specific vents. And that's it for FNAF 3.
We did it. FNAF, we're already here.
The first piece of cut FNAF 4 content, which is pretty well known and infamous promise in the fan base is Foxy's tongue. In one of the early
We have to use that image? Oh, you have to use that? This fuck image? This fuck ass image? Ah.
In one of the earliest teasers for FNAF 4, we got this photo of Nightmare Foxy with a long snake-like tongue. When the official trailer came out and we got a shot of Foxy in the closet, he had no tongue. It was missing in the final game as well. So why was it removed? Well, here's what Scott had to say.
Like, it was scary on the teaser. You know, there's something about those long snake-like demonic tongues that they're kind of cool in theory, but they're not really scary in practice. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a monster in a movie, extend out, its long tongue and, snake it around and then me be scared by it. They're just not very scary. So, I just took it out.
There was also an early version of FNAF 4's ending where you could actually remove
the Planet Fitness black card. Access
I think my computer's trying to tell me something.
Black card spot.
No. I think
Don't want to
this
do
might be
it.
a good moment to share. Come on. You seeing this?
Hey, baby, I'm here.
Wall start.
box in the box and almost open. Once you beat Nightmare, you got the same box screen, but this time with the locks off, but you still couldn't open it. Then we have the mini games that you play between nights. In the final game, once you complete a night, you get an 8-bit mini game starring the Crying Child. And I'm not sure if these have an official name, but originally they were called chapters. We know this because of an unused chapter text found in the files. In the actual game, before you play one of the mini games, it just says X days until the party, with the number starting at 5 on night 1 and then 0 on the last. There's also a scrap jump scare effect from the trailer. Here's the in-game version. Here's the scrap version. Nightmare Mangle from the Halloween update also used to be a little bit different. In this teaser image, we see Nightmare Mangle hanging from the ceiling, which is something normal Mangle does in FNAF 2, but Nightmare Mangle never actually does this in FNAF 4. So maybe she could originally crawl on the ceiling and walls, but that feature was scrapped for whatever reason. And now we're officially done with the first 4 games era of FNAF. This next era of the game
Nightmare Mangle is just kind of a reskin of Nightmare Foxy.
So let's move on to one of the most controversial games in the series.
To FNAF World! Yippee! I love FNAF World. I don't care what anyone says. If they say FNAF World sucks ass and that it ruined the franchise, go away. FNAF World is a solid piece of game in the entire franchise, and you can never tell me otherwise. I love FNAF World, and I really hope Scott makes a FNAF World too.
Scott was tired of only making horror games and decided to go back to his roots for the next installment. FNAF World is the first spin-off of the series, being a fantasy adventure game rather than horror. Like I said, one of the most controversial moments in all of FNAF, that Scott actually took it off the Steam store and now there's nowhere you can officially play it. The first piece of cut content is this photo from the files of an open FNAF 4 box. It has nothing inside and was probably just going to be a troll moment in the game before being cut. Then we have some scrap JJ dialogue, which actually has the series' first ever swear word.
Let's kick this party into high gear. Now I'm going to kick your ass.
There's also some scrap background music, one of them being a background song named Ice Cave, and another one being an attack that can be used by Phantom Mangle and Springtrap called Toxic Song. There's this text from the scrap.
Phantom Mangle and Springtrap uses Phantom Mangle. FNAF World uses fucking Plush Trap AR. Go away, dumb FNAF World. 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 Who's that shit?
Ending, which will give you a message after beating the game. Well, congratulations.
Oh, GNT believing, yay!
Bravo, big deal. There's also a bunch of boring stuff found in the files and trailers, like this turtle, an early Growlboy render, an alternate cupcake, an early mech crab design. There's also an entirely scrap character, being this unnamed robot bear creature that kind of looks like Fredbear with the purple top hat and light brown fur. There's this scrap character strength feature, which showed a number next
I
to
thought
the
that bear
character
was always in
representing
FNAF
where they
World.
were. We're not sure
I
if this
think
was
it's in the
supposed to be some
glitched
custom
part.
thing where you could change
But
the number of
God,
his
it's in
strength, or
FNAF.
just a way to measure how powerful a character was. There's also some cut 8-bit Fredbear dialogue, which says, if you keep following him, you will only finish the story. There's something more important for you to do. There's a few more things for FNAF World. In my opinion, they're a little boring, but you can read them if you want. Let's move on to the next
Brow boy. Sister location. I remember when this was new.
This is the first mainline FNAF game with voice
How is the
acting.
CRT
A lot of
TV?
scrap
It's
dialogue
good.
from the original
I haven't used it in a bit though. I need to use it more.
used to have a German accent. Here's how he sounds in game.
Oh my god. Are you ready for round 2?
And here's his scrapped accent.
Oh, hello, little children.
There's also some scrap lines of the female robot voice telling us not to touch baby's glass window.
Glass pressure trigger. Please do not push against the glass. Motion trigger. Technician control.
Now for some actual cut gameplay elements, we have this cut death screen that had baby with a red tint. For reference, here's the death screen that made it into the final game. In the sister location custom night, Bomb was originally to be able to crawl inside the
It uses a PC monitor. I'll have to hook it up weird because it doesn't have anything I can hook it up to. So I need like a converter.
But in the game, we only see 2 at most. So there are either 2 in the game, and there was originally going to be 7, or there are 7 in the game, and we only ever see 2 at a time. Not as much content as I thought there would be for sister location. Let's move on.
Pizzeria Simulator.
To start, we have this scrap blueprint of Molten Freddy. It never appeared in the game and was only found in the files, but it actually did make an appearance in 2 different FNAF books. There's also scrap start, pause, reverse, and fast forward buttons for Henry's tapes, but in the game they just play automatically. Here's some unused jump scares for Scrap Baby, Molten Freddy, Lefty, and Scrap Trap. They seem a little slower and also don't have that weird red freeze at the end that the actual jump scares have. If you don't know, FNAF Pizzeria Simulator tricks you at the beginning of the game into thinking that this will just be a fun, short 2D game. When you download it and open it for the first time, you're thrown into this game playing as an 8-bit Freddy throwing pizza at children. But the game starts to glitch and then cuts to the actual FNAF 6. But the minigame segment in the beginning originally had a different look and design to it. Here's how it was shown to us in the first teaser for the game, with Fredbear having a slightly different design. There's also this extra unused frame for the Fruity Maze minigame, which shows Susie, who later becomes Chica, next to her killer, William Atherton. Pizzeria Simulator also has a scrap Endless Tycoon update that never dropped. Scott asked the fans if they wanted an Endless Pizzeria mode for FNAF 6 or a custom night. The fans chose the custom night, which would become the next game in the series.
I still want Endless Tycoon. I really want Endless Tycoon. I'm happy we have Ultimate Custom Night. I will forever be happy that we have Ultimate Custom Night. But goddamn, I really wanted a Endless Tycoon game.
If you don't know, Ultimate Custom Night is just a game where you play against all the robots in the series so far and customize how aggressive they all are. To start off, we have this slightly different version of the first office in the game. We have this demo screen left over, which mentions only being able to start playing if you selected at least 2,000 points worth of characters. In Custom Night, you can set everyone at 0 and still play, but A, it'd be pretty boring, and B, you get no points for it. And the more characters you do select, and the higher their aggressiveness is, the more points you get once you complete the night. There's this cut animation of Bonnet covering her nose, this Custom Night text, which was never used. We have this photo of the character list for the game, which is mostly the same, but originally the game included Candy Cadet and a Window Skeleton as characters.
Where the fuck did that go? Candy Cadet. I miss Candy Cadet. I really want a Candy Cadet.
You could fight against. I'm not sure what these characters would do. Maybe Candy Cadet would start telling a story to distract you and you had to mute him, and the endo would probably just come through events or something. In the game, Nightmare Freddy and the Freddles are merged into one enemy, but originally they were separate. Same thing for Trash in the game, who are one enemy in the game, but they used to be 3 different characters whose aggressiveness you can customize. Like I mentioned earlier, Toy Chica has one of the mask animations in this game, unlike FNAF 2, and that's it for Ultimate Custom Night.
Earn 150,000
Who are
points
you?
and experience
Who are you
more
people?
with Chase Sapphire Resort.
Ah! No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Help Wanted. This game has a lot.
I just want to say to get ready for some longer segments in this video. A couple games have only taken me like 30 seconds to talk about, but that's because up until this point, none of them have been full, multiple-hour games. But at this point in the franchise, the games are getting longer, meaning more cut content. But let's talk about Help Wanted. If you don't know, this game is basically FNAF VR. To start, Spring Bonnie was originally going to be the main villain of the game, but he was replaced by Glitch Trap, which is still kind of Spring Bonnie, but just another version of him. But it still would have been cool to see the actual Spring Bonnie, along with the scrap plushie you would get after beating the level. Speaking of Glitch Trap, we have this scrap design for him. In the final game, he looks like this, which is a completely new rabbit suit, but this one is pretty much yellow Spring Trap with some glitch effects. Let me know which one you prefer. Glitch Trap was also supposed to appear in the character gallery looking like this, along with a world grid version. In some promotional stuff for Help Wanted, we got this image of who is supposed to be Nightmare Fredbear. Looks a lot.
Oh yeah, I don't know how they did that. I don't know why Nightmare Fredbear had Nightmare Freddy's color design and not his actual design. He has color palette, but he didn't have no nightmares.
More like Nightmare Freddy. So this was either unfinished or Nightmare Fredbear's original design for Help Wanted. We have these scrap blacklight animatronics being of the original 4. This unused animation of one of the Freddles hiding under a bed. There's this unfinished model spotted in the files named Toy Proxy, looking to be some kind of plush. There's also a different model named Big Toy Proxy, so we're not exactly sure who this was supposed to be a plushie of, but there's a pretty good chance it was an unfinished plush trap. There's a scrap multiplayer mode for Help Wanted that was planned but never dropped. In the Help Wanted files, there's a FNAF 2 map that shows the path that the Withers can take to get to you. It never shows up at any point in the game, so it's just sitting unused in the files. And now something really interesting is that there's a bunch of images in the files of Showbiz Pizza animatronic parts. These actually showed up in some early released versions of the game, which we can see from some YouTubers' videos who were given it early, but Scott later took them all out. Here's what he had to say about this whole situation. About the secret images. Aaron Fetcher himself, the creator of Showbiz Pizza, was nice enough to take those pictures for me, specifically for this project. I had wanted some cool images of animatronic parts and went straight to him for them. However, I removed them when people traced them back to Showbiz Pizza. I obviously didn't want to connect the two and make people think that Freddy's was based on Showbiz. There's this old Faz token design, a scrap Princess Quest theme song, and scrap Freddy Fazbear's Pizza song, early versions of the chicken box, and there's a ton of different and alternate versions of the game's endings, which I'll go over now. I'll talk about how the real ending
I like watching
goes, and then
videos.
the scrap version right after, so we can compare them. To start,
This
with
is
the
all we're
pizza part.
doing.
In the final game, you follow Glitch Trap, which leads to
Going
you
to
getting
the
murdered by
room.
him and your body being stuffed in the Freddy Fazbear costume. Then we get a shot from Freddy's eyes, who we now become, watching Glitch Trap dance around the pizzeria while we're stuck inside the robot. This is supposed to show how William Afton killed all the kids and put them inside the animatronic suits, with Glitch Trap representing William Afton, and Gabriel, the spirit that possesses Freddy in FNAF 1, being represented by us. In the scrap ending, instead of seeing Glitch Trap, you actually see the real Spring Bonnie, aka the suit William used to lure the kids into the back room and then kill them. And once you get put in the suit, instead of seeing William dance around in front of you, you see a bunch of plushies watching you perform on the stage. Next, we have the merge ending, where in the final game, you don't put the tapes together in the correct order, and you merge with Glitch Trap. And he escapes the game and gets into the real world. Basically, Glitch Trap wins. In the scrap version, instead of merging with him, he just jump scares you and you get a game over screen. Finally, we have the trapped ending. In the actual game, you put the tapes together in the correct order, and you teleport to a room you're locked in, where Glitch Trap shushes you, then back into the darkness.
Goodbye.
And the scrap version is basically the same, just with a different door model, and Glitch Trap uses his old yellow model I talked about earlier. Moving on from the endings, we have these unused burnt textures that were supposed to go on the Freddles at one point. These early icons for some of the mini-games, the scrap cupcake design from the game's demo. Early in the game's development, Dreadbear was originally named Franken Freddy. This is an obvious parody of Frankenstein, who this version of Freddy is based off. Dreadbear also appears in the hallway and some Help Wanted stuff, but he never does this in game. Like I said, this section of the video had a lot more stuff for me to go over, but that's pretty
A
much
lot of
everything
stuff for Help Wanted. I remember playing Help Wanted a lot. Special AR, special delivery.
To start with FNAF AR,
I liked AR. I loved special delivery so much at the time, but Lumix is such a weird company because like it's a game company, but the main person who runs Lumix doesn't like games. So why are you running a game company? I don't like games, but I'll go to the game CEO spot.
Used to be something in the game called Faz Facts that would give information.
Fast facts. You want a fast fact? I want a fast fact.
Cut and put in the next game Security Breach instead. A bunch of mechanics were scrapped. These include a crafting system, which sounds like you could design your own animatronic, with some of the codes for this mechanic being left leg, right arm, torso, and head. There was a patrolling system, which might have been what they were calling a scrapped PvP mode, which would have been pretty cool to see. And finally, a visibility alter effect, which probably just means invisible. There was a planned subscription service for the game, which never dropped, and I'm honestly glad it didn't because the backlash would have been insane. Some animatronics that were going to be in the game but were left out are Lefty, Nightmarion, Easter Chica, and Endo O2. And here's a list of some more. There's the scrap Golden Freddy designs, which looks to be Christmas and New Year's themed, and unused Ballora animation, scrap prize crates, and Easter Chica, which was a name spotted in the files. A lot more was planned to be added to FNAF
Rest in
Special
peace,
Delivery,
Easter
but on
Chica.
March 14th, 2024, the game was permanently shut down.
Bro, they're trying to stop games. Like, bro, you run a game company. What do you mean you don't like games?
Meaning unless you still have it downloaded, it's impossible to play. And now get ready, because now we're entering the biggest FNAF game of all time.
Security breach. That's not security breach.
Whether you're a contractor or a master technician, Harbor Freight understands your job depends.
Security breach. Oh my god,
In the
we're
first
still
security
going.
breach teaser we got, we saw these versions of the animatronics, which look slightly different than the final ones, and this version of the Pizzaplex, which is mostly the same. When you load up security breach,
We have the movie?
options, play, options.
This video has the movie? Like, both movies or just the first movie? It's just the first movie.
But there used to be a fourth option, extras. When you chose that option, you could play mini games, see a character gallery with 3D turnarounds of all the characters. Then there was survival mode, where you could customize the difficulty, hour length, and number of lives you have when you play the game. It's basically Security Breach's version of a custom night. And as for the mini games, one of them was likely going to be a Bonnie Bowl, a Monty golf game. There was also Chica's Feeding Frenzy, where you would play as Glamrock Chica, shooting stuff at food items. A Roxy Raceway minigame, where you would drive around a racetrack making a pizza, kind of like the Pizza Bot game you play at one point in the game to distract Chica. There's also some unused Baby and Moon plushie jump scares from this survival mode. I don't know why this extras option was cut. I feel like this only would have improved the game, but either it didn't fit or they didn't have enough time to fully polish it. There's an unused Glamrock Freddy design called Shattered Freddy, which appeared on the Steam banner in Halloween 2022. There's a scrapped frozen endoskeleton that Freddy and Gregory were supposed to encounter at one point in Security Breach, and we even have some unused voice lines from this part of the game.
Freddy, it's freezing in here. That endo's frozen solid. It's holding some sort of camera?
In the Phaser Blast section of the game, one of the staff...
Gregory, I'm freezing like Faz balls off in this room.
Now check my Discord again. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's a wonderful day for pie. Can't ask all the birds in the sky. A musical tweet. It's a wonderful day for pie. Should I end the stream? Should I? I think no one's here anymore. We watched the FNAF video for like 30 minutes. Or well, not 30 minutes, but like 14 minutes. Well, yeah, but I can just join a VC and you'll be there. Hello. There's only like 3 people here. It's you, and there's another one. Yeah. Plus, I want to watch this video. So, it's the end. Goodbye. Like Digital Circus. It's the end.